Hello. Do you ever find yourself at the end of the day wondering what exactly did you accomplish? If the answer is yes, you're not alone. How many of you would like to get more organized so you can get more quality out of your day? How many would how many of you would like to do better? Great. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom, and they had a strict rule that every king will serve for 5 years only. And post his service, he would have to go and live in a woodland. And the strange thing about it was the woodland, the forest, was full of dangerous animals. And it wasn't really livable. There was no facilities there. So once they served the 5 years and they went there was no coming back. So there was a time that they asked this one person to be the king. But after they explained the rules, he decided he didn't want it. But for some reason, he decided that he would do it under one condition or consider it. And that condition was he wanted to go and see the place. So he went to visit, inspect the area, the forest area, and true enough, it was full of dangerous animals and there were no facilities for living. And so he comes back. And mind you, that several kings have come and they followed the rules and they did live there and they did go out there to live in the forest area. But this one person was wise. After he visited, he came and he decided he would be the king. He became the king. Now, the first year, he made plans to clear out enough trees to make a path into the forest area. He took a year and he executed it. The second year, he took and made a plan to remove all the dangerous animals to a safer place other than the forest area. And he executed that. And the third year on forward, he took out the time and he worked very hard to farm the land and to build houses. So when his 5 years of serving as king came up, he had created a very safe, prosperous live that was livable. And he did that through planning and strategy. And this is very inspirational for you, for me, that if anything you want to do, you take the time and you redeem it and you use your time wisely by planning and implementing that plan, and you will produce. Hi, it's Rachel White, and I'm here to just share a little information on how to organize and manage your and redeem your time. In other words, you want to prioritize, and then you want to plan, and then you produce. Um, sometimes learning something new is just a matter of a strategy. So first, you want to clarify your goals, whether they're business or personal, or whatever it is you're trying to do. You want to divide um, your plans by um, uh, based on short and long term. Set milestones and deadlines. What current management issues are you facing? Identify areas where you are wasting time and note why you think these are an issue. So, number one, which is I'm really expounding on, is prioritize. So you can have a system where you create a to-do list, but just creating a to-do list isn't enough. You need to figure out what items are essential and which items aren't important at all. You start by making a list of everything you have to do today. If you have more than 7 or 8 items you need to accomplish on a particular day, you want to trim that list. Take out everyday tasks. Ask yourself, if I do just one thing today, what should it be? You'll repeat this with your list until you end up with a list of things you have to do in order of importance. One way to prioritize is to consider the direct result of each task you will have. Each what direct result will each task have on your business or whatever it is that's important that you need to get done. So you're going to refine your list. You're going to rank the items, set deadlines for everything. You're going to characterize by the work area. You're going to break up big tasks. Now, rank items, creating a scoring and ranking system. Set deadlines for everything. Set a deadline for everything you have to do and make it specific to a time of day. You're going to characterize by work areas. Characterize work related and personal tasks. Focus on one list at work, one list after work. Characterize by time. Create categories by time of day or small to do lists for each part of the day. Break up big tasks. Anything longer than a day, you may want to break it up into daily milestones and put it into your to do list. Remember, the goal is to come up with a simple system that works for you. A lot of this will be trial and error, and you'll reevaluate every week or month or however you decide. Now, you'll have a back burner for the things that weren't as important, so that if you get some extra time, you may be able to accomplish it. Now, you're going to choose a day, you're going to choose each day, and what can you delegate? And what you can't delegate, make a secondary list so that you can borrow some time on another day or later. Okay, Action steps: you're going to create your to-do list. Start with a full list. Choose the one thing you'll do today if you could just do one. Repeat with the remaining list based on your initial priorities. Which task will bring you the greatest income or the greatest benefit with least effort? Move this up on your list. Look for items you can remove or delegate. Then you're ready to start your planning. Now that you have prioritized your list and you know um, what you're going to do and what you need to do and what's important, um, you're going to time box your task. What if your first task eats up more time than you expected? You plan a box of time for each task. Decide to continue or put it off till the next day. So you also are going to find what's natural rhythm for you. We all have different times a day that we're most productive, best at problem solving or communicating with others. Try to schedule tasks during these optimal times a day that fit your natural rhythm. And you want to set the environment for there to be no interruptions. You also want to pad your schedule with extra blocks in case you run over. You don't want to have anything else planned that close to it, so because you may decide you need to go on and do what you need to do instead of putting it off. So overestimate and have buffers and plan for catch up. Uh, you also can plan for catch up schedule. If you don't need it, just use it to take a break or put off an item until the next day. If it's unexpectedly long, you need a fresh mind to tackle it. You know yourself, you know what you need to do. The main thing is to get your system set up and get going. Um, Now, after you get your planning set up, you want to start to produce. Now, before you start to produce, if you feel you need to get some time management programs to help you, there's several out there. Shareability. Um, let's see. Uh, Built-in tools. There's a lot of things out there online that you could get to help you, and you want to start getting ready for tomorrow by at the end of each day, look at your list and get ready for tomorrow. Plan out your entire week, maximize your time, and at the end of each day, refine the next day's schedule. Now, um, you want to review your long term projects. Look at your system. Is it working or not? Okay, these systems are highly personalized because everybody's different. So you may need to constantly revise and implement different things. It's a trial and error, constant revision going on. So you're going to take your most important item and list each task you need to do to complete it. Take each task and schedule it on your calendar, batching tasks where it makes sense. Plan the rest of your week and remember to overestimate how long a task will take. Take and add buffer time between blocks and include free or catch up time. Then you're going to go into producing. And as far as producing, you're going to take care of each task on your calendar. And you're going to use your buffer and catch up time wisely. You're going to watch the clock. You're going to make sure, is this really necessary? Is this really necessary test on what you're about to do? And then you're going to see it through. And you're going to prevent distractions. And you're not going to be a perfectionist. You're going to have to learn that this is good enough, because nothing will ever be perfect. You'll always find something wrong. And look for shortcuts and make use of your waiting time if you're done early, unless you're tired. So, um, if you feel you would like to learn more, you can contact Rachel White at rachelleewhite.com. And don't forget to download your free gift, redeem the time, and manage yourself. And thank you for your attention and your time for joining me. And I want to share something a little faith like. Uh, in the Message Bible, I was intrigued by the scripture. Um, it's in, let's see, uh, Ephesians 5:11 in the New Living Translation. It says, take no part in worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. It is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret, but their evil intentions all will be exposed when the light shines on them. For the light makes everything visible. This is why it is said, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light. So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. And 1 Corinthians 14:40, the New Living Translation says, be sure that everything is done properly and in order. And in the Message Bible, I wanted to share what it said in Ephesians 11:16. Don't waste your time on useless work, mere busy work, the barren pursuits of darkness. Expose these things for the sham they are. It's a scandal when people waste their lives on things they must do in the darkness where no one will see. Rip the cover off those frauds and see how attractive they look in the light of Christ. Wake up from your sleep, climb out of your coffins. Christ will show you the light. So watch your step. Use your head. Okay, Ecclesiastes 3. A time for everything. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under the heaven. The creator of the universe has set in motion everything strategically, and he advises us to do everything decent and in order and to redeem the time. Redeem the time. And once again, thank you for your time and attention. This has been Rachel White. Remember to download your free gift at RachelLeeWhite.com. And if you're looking for an exciting, energetic, engaging speaker for your group or your event, contact Rachel White at RachelLeeWhite.com. And I'm on social media. Thank you.